Welcome back. 24,940 now on the index. So a 10-point move over the last couple of minutes that you've seen on the Nifty. But a day that has been dominated by auto stocks yesterday. They're building on to those gains today as well. And that is the big story of the day on the show today. The second straight day of gains for all of these auto stocks. Sudarshan is here to tell us what exactly is driving this move in these auto names. Sudarshan.
So it's another day of big gain that we are seeing in the auto sector. And yesterday, if it was about GST rejig, today it's a different topic. Now, what sources indicate that Indian foreign minister had a meeting with Chinese foreign minister, and in that meeting, Indian foreign minister has raised few issues, and in that it also includes rare earth magnet supply. And now sources indicated there is a confirmation from China's side that they will look into the issue related to rare earth magnet supply shortage that sector auto companies have been talking for the last few months. And when they had indicated that if this supply issue persists, they might have to go for production cut. But now with this news, we are seeing a big move not only in the major auto companies, but also auto ancillaries. So this is the news. On the back of this, we are seeing a big gain.
Okay, so Sudarshan, which would the players be which are expected to benefit if rare earth magnet curbs are lifted?
So normally it's the biggest beneficiaries are the companies which have major exposure to electric vehicles, and those companies are like, if you take a look at the incumbent players, Tata Motors has the biggest exposure in the form of JLR. Second, Ola Electric is there. Even Mahindra and Mahindra, after the launch of 2 BEVs, even they have the huge exposure. Apart from this, the companies which are having the hybrid vehicles, and in that list, Maruti comes on the top, because if you talk about the Indian company, it's one company which has the biggest exposure in the hybrid segment. Apart from the main auto companies, it would benefit auto ancillary company as well, like Endurance Technology, Motherson and Bosch India, because they also supply auto parts in which they do require rare earth magnets. So overall, it would be positive not only for major auto companies, but in the entire auto pack, which will include auto ancillaries as well.
Okay, just one quick word. Everyone's looking ahead to the festive season and whether that's going to bring good news for automakers. I mean, looking ahead, what are we watching from the auto sector?
You know, yesterday I was talking to Ashok Leyland management, and after GST rejig, one big point that he has mentioned, there are chances that outlook for the sector can be increased further if GST rejig and also RBI action that he has indicated. So if these two actions materialize, there are chances that CV outlook that currently industry has of mid-single digit, it can be increased further. Even PV outlook can be increased because of the demand can improve if GST cut comes. Also, RBI action will lead to overall increase in the demand. So apart from this GST rejig, RBI action, normally ahead of the festive season, demand improves, and amongst the biggest beneficiaries if the demand improves ahead of the festive season would be the companies having huge exposure in the entry-level segment. So that's the reason over the last few days you would be seeing big move in companies like Hero MotoCorp and Maruti Suzuki. But overall, whatever the news flows we are getting over the last few days, it's positive for the entire sector.
Positive for the sector indeed, as the Nifty Auto Index now 4th day of gains out of the last 5 trading sessions. So Sudarshan, thank you for summarizing this move that we are seeing in this auto sector. That's our big story of the day, and that's the first question we also